Hey everyone, so in today's video we're going to be going over my brand new 2018 Devinci Spartan. Let's get into it. So if you're interested anywhere from tutorials to reviews to ride adventures, I would encourage you to hit that subscribe button. Anyways, let's get started into the video. Alright, so starting off with the one and most obvious thing, we've got a RockShox Reverb dropper post. This dropper post I definitely really like, just after using it around the neighborhood and around just where the locals where I ride. I definitely really like this thing. It's a really cool and reliable dropper post. I've seen other iterations of the RockShox Reverb, and the other ones have like a little pushing thing, and I really don't like that. So it's nice to see that this one has a really nice ergonomic lever. It's essentially exactly like a shifter lever, so it feels very natural. So now that the dropper post is out of the way, we're going to go from the front all the way down to the back. So starting with the front tire, we've got a Maxxis Minion DHF 27.5 tire. I've run these tires on other bikes and I quite like them. They're very grippy and very good for going downhill and doing enduro runs. For the rims, we've got Raceface AR30s. Haven't tested these out much as I haven't run them on other bikes, but so far, I mean, I haven't had any problems with them. So, I mean, I'd say I like them. I see a lot of other people running these rims, and I've heard good things, so only time will tell with that one. In terms of the hub, it just says F on it, so I don't know. I really don't. Again, no problems with it, so I mean, full send. So getting on to the more interesting stuff, for suspension, we've got a front suspension fork, and that's covered by RockShox. It's the RockShox Lyric RC model, and it's got 170 millimeters of travel. The RockShox Lyric so far feels really good, just when bouncing up and down and going on little jumps. It feels very good. So onto the cockpit setup, we got a Raceface Affect handlebar. I previously had the Raceface Atlas handlebars, and I quite liked those. They're very good, reliable. These are coming in at 800 millimeters wide, which is nice. I like being very spread out on the bike. It makes me feel I can go a lot faster and be more stable on the bike. Moving on to the brakes, we got SRAM Guide Rs. I had the Guide RS version on my Santa Cruz Nomad, and I quite liked them. They felt good, they felt strong, and they're for the most part reliable. Haven't had too many issues with those. For grips, we've just got standard Devinci lock-ons. I've actually used these grips a long time ago, and I did like them, but I just ditched them because one didn't have the bar end cap, and I needed the bar end cap for racing, so I ditched those. But I'm happy to run them again. They feel pretty solid. I mean, they came on the bike, stock Devinci grips, but they feel good. So it's got a Devinci top cap and a Devinci stem with some little spacers up here. I believe these are carbon, at least they look like carbon, and whatnot. So moving on to the frame. Now this frame is full carbon. I've never had a full carbon bike before, and I was a little pessimistic to try a full carbon bike because I thought, yeah, carbon, you know, it's expensive, it cracks and whatnot. But Devinci actually has a lifetime warranty for carbon frames, so I'm quite liking that. It's got a carbon front triangle, or I guess the actual frame piece, and then it's got a carbon rear triangle as well, so full carbon. So moving on to the rear shock, we got a RockShox Super Deluxe in the back. So it's got adjustments for compression damping, rebound, and it's coming in at 165 millimeters in travel length. It's also got the piggyback on the shock as well, which is nice. I really like that. Right now I have mine set to about 25% sag, but I will have to test that and essentially adjust it as time permits and as I actually get a full legitimate feel on this thing. So for the seat post, we got just a standard SDG X Devinci seat post. It's nice, you know, I like it. It's chilling. My booty's nice. My booty's happy on it, I guess. So yeah, I like this. It's pretty nice. So moving on to the pedals, we got the Chromag contact pedals. I like them. They're nice. I have just got a pair of 510s, and these things feel damn grippy with a pair of 510s. They're pretty nice. They come in black and a array of other colors, which I like. I like being able to choose my color and preference of which pedals I want to run and like which color. But because I'm boring, I just went for the black version to match the bike. So in terms of cranks, we got a SRAM GX crankset. They're nice. I like them. I'll have to, again, like a lot of this stuff, I will have to make a long-term review on this bike and give you guys my full thoughts and details on these parts, so stay tuned for that. One thing that I did forget to mention is this is a Devinci XL. So I'm about 6'2". I'm also 16, which is kind of scary, but I'm outfitted with an XL bike. I was debating between a large and an XL, and I just went with the XL because one, the guys at the bike shop that I bought it from recommended an XL, and two, I want to be able to have that wiggle room, and I want to be able to grow within the bike and still be able to ride it. So moving on to the derailleur, we have a SRAM GX Eagle 12-speed derailleur. Now, going out on a limb here, but it's amazing. I quite like this derailleur. I really like the clicky feeling of SRAM instead of the more clunky-ish feeling of Shimano. So I quite liking SRAM right now. The derailleur has been so far pretty good. Definitely tested it. A lot of street riding, a lot of just light trail riding, and whatnot, but I quite like it. So the chainring is a 34-tooth SRAM GX Eagle chainring. I'm not 100% sure on the name of that. I may have butchered it. But yeah. So I really do like the 12-speed. I was testing it out, just climbing up a huge hill, and it really allows me to go to my fullest potential, in a sense. If I need that extra gear, I have it. Usually I'm on the 11th gear, depending on how steep the road is that I'm climbing. But I quite like it so far. Quite like it. So the rear tire is a Maxxis Minion DHR2 27.5, which is what I like. Again, like the front tire, I have run this tire on other bikes before. I ran it on my Santa Cruz Nomad, and I have quite liked it. Very grippy tire, 100% would recommend it. They are expensive, coming in at about $200 for a set, or about $100 each, give or take, depending on where you go. But I quite like this tire. I've had no problems with it. It is not set up tubeless, but I will probably be setting it up tubeless in the future for this bike.